Hassan Campbell stealing Ron B. Stinger Savage story. Yeah, I'm going there. Fuck it. I'm going there. I'm sorry, y'all. Shit. Somebody say, man, no.
Shit like that.
Bang.
Let me repeat that one more time for the niggas that didn't hear me in the back. If it wasn't for Hassan Campbell stealing Ron B. Stinger Savage's story, and I hate to use the word stealing because as long as the story is out there, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Who gives a fuck who said it first?
I used to be with Bam, and if I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna tell it. I used to be in the car with Bam, and Bam used to, jerk off, and he had me go down on him, and he went down on me. This was not one or two times. This was multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And then one of the times, because I figured that at that time, me being young, I figured this was hip hop. This is what I had to do to be down with this thing called hip hop.
That shit ain't hip hop.
For a person that had a dick between their legs, I wouldn't talk.
Well, until you can say that to my face, it doesn't even matter. But you're right. He did do that to me. But you know what? I took my fight to him.
But let's get a
Nigga, you broke down crying, talking about I stole your life. You said I stole your life. That's what you're saying in the video crying, you bitch ass nigga.
This is all I'm telling you, man. And people took advantage. People took advantage of what I said. Yo, it hurts me, man. It hurts me because I started this shit. I started this shit, man. If it wasn't for me and my mental issues, this shit would have never happened.
You stole my life. I didn't hear those words. I never said you stole my life. I ain't hear those words, bro. Don't.
I took advantage. I took advantage of your situation, is what you said. If it wasn't for your disorder, I took advantage, and now I got all the rewards that you wanted out of life. Here's the thing. Nobody believed your story with your old ass. Nobody even believed your story. Like Star and everybody else said, the story didn't have no wheels until Hassan Campbell came back out. When Hassan Campbell came back out, Brother T came out, TC Islam came out, Ahmed spoke against Bam, and about 10 other witnesses came out on Bam Bada because of me. Nobody gave a fuck about you, and you didn't like it because you felt like I stole your shine. I don't want to be known as the dude that got molested by African Bam Bada, but you did. I took my story down. You ran to the newspaper. And now, after your book, after everything else, after that settlement, after you took the bag, now you want to make records for Africa Bam Bada, and you telling people it's a misunderstanding. Well, behind the bar, the number one question you should have been asking him, what was the misunderstanding? The dick being in his mouth or the dick being in his ass?
And he's crying because he said, I stole his life. God punished him. When he came out on Africa Bam Bada, he was trying to sell his book. When he did that to me, and I had to come out, I had to fight this fight with him and became enemies with him, me and my mother went through hell. Then I had to watch my mother go into comas. But that's a whole nother story. I went through hell with my family with all of this. And I kept pushing and kept pushing and kept pushing. Never thought I would be a YouTuber. And now I'm one of the biggest names in the country, Ron. Thank you for forcing me to come back out and tell my story and getting the reward that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me. The thing that she was looking for. See, God don't like ugly, baby.
Yo, it hurts me, man. It hurts me because it kills me. I started this shit, man. If it wasn't for me and my mental issues, this shit would have never happened.
God don't like us.
Because if it wasn't for the
I
bras,
didn't sign up for this. You signed me up for this. Just hopped on. Congratulations on the plaque. Thank you, family. Appreciate you.
But if we're going to be technical with it, let's keep it real. As I sit back and I watch and I listen and I listen and I watch of what he said, what they said, what he said, and find out and put all the pieces together, the story, Ron Savage, once upon a time, when the story first broke out back in 2016, they all met up down in, I think in Harlem with Sinetta and all them, and they all had some big conference meeting. That's the first time. I think that's the first and last time that Hassan Campbell and B. Stinger actually met face to face. So as they talking face to face and comparing their die stories, right? Ron B. Stinger said it's a little bit too much. What I mean by that is that, behind the scenes they was talking, in person. And Ron B. Stinger Savage told Hassan everything that he went through. Ron Savage told everything that he went through to Hassan Campbell in confidence, thinking that I'm going to tell what happened to me. Now you tell me what happened to you. So according to what I'm understanding, Ron Savage was telling Hassan Campbell, like, yeah, man, and there's a book of dicks, right?
Shit like that.
Bang, 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 bang.
That's how the story starts, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I can't make this shit up. This is what they're telling me. This is what they're telling us. I'm sorry. So this story starts off as once upon a time, there was a book of dicks. And on page 3, we see this person right there. He had the biggest dick in the Zulu nation. And this guy here, he had a little Vienna sausage, but this guy right here, oh my goodness. There was a book of... I'm sorry, y'all. I don't ever mean to laugh and shit like that. I'm trying to be serious, y'all, but I can't help it, my nigga. I just gotta always laugh at every goddamn thing. They was talking about a book of cocks and... Oh, child. No. So long story short, Ron Savage was telling Hassan everything about what he went through, how he was died, how he oiled up, how it happened here, about this person and that person. Then Hassan Campbell went and told the world the same exact story that Ron told him behind the scenes and made it a story of his own. Talked about the book of cocks. Talked about this person with the biggest D, that person was also in the room. This person was there. This person was there. I went through this and I went through that. Hassan Campbell was sitting down there taking all mental notes and said, I'm going to go online and tell the story that Ron B. Stinger Savage told me in order to get me attention, because at the time, Ron B. Stinger Savage was the face of the whole movement of the Africa Bambaataa Zulu Nation story, right? Ron B. Stinger Savage was the face of it. He was the one that went on the daily news. He was the one crying on at the news talking about his story, right? He's the one that went on Doggy Diamonds. He's the one that went on the Star Report. He was the face of the Africa Bambaataa story. So Hassan must have felt jealous and wanted that attention. Said, damn, I need that attention. How the fuck I'm gonna get this attention? This guy, Ron B. Stinger Savage, is about to blow up. But wait a minute, I was died too. How can I get the same attention that he got? Hassan Campbell, because here's the difference between Hassan Campbell and Ron B. Stinger Savage. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all ready for this one? Ron B. Stinger Savage comes off as a goofy guy. Most people would say he got mental issues. Most people will say he not all the way there. And he comes off as being kind of like a nerdish type of guy, right? So his story can only go so far because it's like, of course his bitch ass nigga was taken advantage of. Just look at him. He looks like he's handicapped. But Hassan Campbell, his story seems a little bit more interesting. Nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. So Hassan's story seems a little bit more interesting because here's this big bag illa gorilla nigga from Bronx River and at the time Hassan Campbell was just a little bit more fit. If y'all remember back in the day, a little pause, no Diddy, but he was a little bit more fit, you know what I mean, with he used to wear the shirt with showing his arms and shit like that, and he was a little bit more fit back in the day, back 7 years ago. He got fat now, but if y'all remember, no Diddy, He was a little bit more in shape back then. And he has a persona coming off as this gangster, tough guy, shooter. So the average person would look at that shit like, wait a minute. This nigga was touched? Nah, I gotta hear more of this. I gotta hear more of this. And I gotta hear more of this. So people gravitated to Hassan more than Ron Savage because of Hassan's persona on the internet from being a killer. This is a fact. Somebody stop me when I'm lying. Somebody say, yo, man, no, you're lying.
Y'all some bullies.
Somebody stop me when I'm lying. Somebody stop me when I'm lying. So that's where Hassan started blowing up, going on, whether it was Sonetta platform, going on Star platform, going on Doggy Diamond's platform, going on Queen's platform, going on, what's the other guy name? The guy that he said that he want to stick heavy D in the nigga kids. Can anybody tell me the name of that guy that he want to stick heavy D in that man kids? I can't remember. But Hassan Campbell just kept on promoting his story more than Ron B. Singer Savage was. And y'all got to remember what also happened. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you got to also remember what happened. Get the likes up. We got 35 likes and 73 people in the room. Make it make sense. Hassan, once upon a time, seen how much of a bitch-ass nigga that Ron B. Singer Savage was and used an intimidation tactic towards Ron B. Singer Savage. And he called up Ron B. Singer Savage and said, nigga, stay out my way. Stay out of my way. I don't want to hear shit. This is my story. You shut the fuck up and be a good little boy before I fuck you up. Because you got to remember, Ron B. Singer Savage is soft as a cotton. You remember one time the audio came out where the homie from the audio came out of a particular radio host. I don't want to say his name. Everybody should know. I don't want to say his name because that's my man. I fuck with him. But without saying his name, you guys got to put it in the live chat. The famous, a famous radio host, right? Say it in the chat. But out of respect for him, I don't want to say it audioly, right? If that makes sense. If that's even a word. One time he was talking to him on the phone because the audio leaked. Because he wanted Ron B. Singer Savage to file charges against Africa Bambaataa. File the charges. Let's get this thing going on. Stop playing. The statute of limitations is already up. Let's go. And Ron didn't want to do it. So Ron bitch ass was on the phone crying. I don't want to do it. I don't want to press charges. Please. I'm scared. I'm scared. Please don't do it. I'm scared. Please don't threaten me. I'm sorry. I got in the chat. Virgo Child, Mike Martin, y'all got in the chat, right? So there was alleged, threats that was being made to Ron Savage. So Ron Savage was scared. Oh my God, they're gonna kill me. I think there's a lawsuit going on right now, or some shit going on right now. The only people that was holding Ron accountable for him going online and backtracking the story and telling the truth was behind the bar, Layla Wills in the Star Report. I said it, fuck it, I said it, goddamn.
If you don't like the way
I said it. We was the only 3 people holding him accountable. Everybody else that had him on the platform would coddle him like he was a victim. The only reason why I don't look at Ron B. Singer Savage as a victim, hear me out clearly so everybody can understand where I'm coming from. The only reason why I don't look at Ron B. Singer Savage as a victim is because he had fake ID. At the age of, according to his story, at the age of 15 years old, Ron B. Singer Savage got a fake ID downtown Manhattan that said he was 18 years old. This is why Ron B. Singer Savage was able to party with the Zulu Nation at these 18 and older parties and events. You had to be 18 to enter. So automatically, if you had a party and you had a party that you know that you need to be a certain age, why would you ask anybody for ID if everybody that's in here is supposed to be of age? So with that being said, and at the time, Africa Bambaataa was only 21 years old. People never really want to put the pieces to the puzzle together like I can. Like I want to paint a picture to you because a lot of people, they don't really have common sense. So when I say that Ron B. Singer Savage was 15 according to what he really was, but he had an ID that was 18. A lot of people look at Africa Bambaataa as an older dude, but you got to remember this shit happened back in the 70s, ladies and gentlemen. African Bambaataa was damn near barely able to legally drink alcohol. He's only 6 years older than Ron B. Singer Savage. So if Africa Bambaataa is assuming that Ron is 18 years old, and at the time, Ben was 21, no more than 22 years old at the time. What two men do in the bedroom if they on some mook shit? That's their shit. That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's not against the law. If two grown people decide to go ahead and do some mook shit in the bedroom, grease each other up and slam each other, bust each other, blow each other backs out, that's on them. Hey, it is what it is. I ain't judging them.
Put dick all in his mouth. Ain't nobody put a dick in my mouth. Put dick all in this nigga mouth, but he's mad at me. I don't even mention this nigga. Then he on camera sitting up there fucking crying, talking about everything that I got. God punish your ugly ass because you put me in danger and this was a game to you. Now you sitting up there, you watching me with all of the rewards from your life because this is what you wanted. And it didn't go that way. Now you just an ugly motherfucker sitting there looking stupid. You a weak ass nigga.
Yo, Hassan, do me a favor. Allow him to respond, please. I want to see him respond to all.
I got the oil, and I'm getting ready to oil up right now. That's a whole fact. You know what I mean? Oh man, Beast Singer, don't do it. Don't do it, my nigga. Don't do it. They gonna make videos, my nigga. They gonna make videos. They gonna make sure this goes viral. Beast Singer, oiling up. Who you oiling up for, Beast Singer? They all watch the show. Muhammad, lock this place down. Oh man.
But we're not gonna sit back here and paint a narrative like this fuckboy is some type of goddamn victim. Oh my nigga, hell no. You try, if anything, he tried to line him up. And then you come out 40 years. This nigga come out 40 years later talking about some I was tied, y'all. I'm a victim of child. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. What we talking about? Come on, man. That's a fact. DJ Woodgood. I'm sorry. What's that? DJ Goodwood. Pause. Hey, no Diddy. Yeah, he went on the Beat 103.9 and was like he knew Ben before Planet Rock was a hit. So imagine how young he was. Ben was, like I said, barely legal to fucking drink. These were two young men in a consensual relationship. Point blank, period.